John Macfie was trapline manager for the Ministry of Land and Resources in northwestern Ontario for over a decade, which meant he traveled this vast region by bush plane, by canoe, by dog team, and before the advent of snowmobiles, that sort of thing. So it's really a transitional time. John Macfie was originally based in Parry Sound, but he traveled this whole part of northwestern Ontario. John Macfie is Scottish-Canadian, a photographer. He was non-native, but I think what makes him not an outsider's gaze was his connection with people. He was very much a journalist who loved to engage people. And over the course of the decade, he developed many relationships with Indigenous people that he met through his vocation, through his job, and through his travels. And I think we get a sense of John Macfie's curiosity and his love of travel, his love of the North is evident in his photography, and his love of people. And I think that really bridges any divide that one may assume is an outsider's gaze, you know, that this photographer is a non-native photographer, not a native photographer. And in fact, I think what John Macfie's photography is able to do is to bridge this divide through his empathy, through his curiosity about people, through his desire to connect with people. And to me, that's the essence of who John Macfie is as a photographer. And for me, that's the underlying message when anytime issues of outsider gaze comes on, is what is the connection? It's not so much for me. People are often thinking outsider's gaze means if you're not part of that community, you're not part of that family, if you're a different ethnic background, you're automatically an outsider. I see it as much more nuanced. I see it's about relationship, it's about approach. And I think John Macfie was very much had, on a diplomatic level, the approach to follow protocols, to win people's respect, and that was the starting point for his photography. And that's what makes it, for me, an intimate photography, as opposed to journalists who's flying in or out, as opposed to an outsider's kind of a gaze where people are looking for something exotic. It makes it a very intimate process, and I think that resonates through the whole extent of people of the Watershed.